Hey everyone, it's Stefanie Garcia, and this is the Art of Becoming series, where we talk all about the journey between where you are right now and where you want to be, and all the stuff that has to happen in between to get you there. If you're ready, let's get started. Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I'm good. Actually, I'm really just excited to get started. I'm ready to just get rolling, right, getting into it. So let's do it. Let's go. Let's talk about why things are so hard. Right? It doesn't seem like such a great, fun topic to talk about, but I am excited to give a different perspective on this because the whole reason for me creating this episode is because I was just scrolling through social media, and I just been hearing it from other people. People are saying things like, business is so hard, life is so hard, marriage is so hard, and I just kept hearing it again and again and again. And just thought to myself, you know what? That is just not a useful thought. It is just not a thought that I feel serves us in any way. Now, that's not to negate, situations that are, like really difficult, not ones that are, there are some pretty bad situations, and I'm not in any way making light of those situations. And maybe even perhaps what I'm going to talk about and share with you today may help you through that kind of thing, or may help someone through that kind of a situation. What I'm talking about today is I want to come from a place of when we just use that phrase of it's hard, as if it's just the news, as if it's just truth, as if it's just what it is. And we're just accepting that as truth without actually even questioning it. So let me give you another way of seeing it. When you know something is going to be painful, you're not as inclined to want to go in that direction. When you know something's going to hurt, you're not really wanting to go towards it, right? You're wanting to move away from it. Same thing when you say something's going to be hard. You're not as inclined. When you know something's going to be hard, you're not as inclined to go in that direction. You're not necessarily going to want to give it your all. In fact, you're going to want to pull back, right? So you're not going to be moving towards it. You're going to be, in some ways, resisting it. And another thing is, when you think something's going to be hard, when you believe something is going to be hard, even if there was a better way to go about it, even if there was an easier way to go about it, an easier way to solve it, a smarter, easier way to do it, you're not going to be as inclined to see it or find it, because when we think and believe something, that ultimately ends up in our results. So if we are to think and believe something is hard, we're going to find every single way that it continues to be hard, and you're going to make it harder for yourself. Like I said, even if there's an easy way out, you're not going to be as inclined to see it because you think it's going to be hard. So I want to give you a reframe that I have found useful, that has helped me in many ways, and I want to share that with you, and hopefully it's also going to be useful to you. So here you go. What if things are not actually hard? I'm going to say that again. What if nothing is actually hard? When I think about things that have been difficult, or things that I went through, if I really think about it, none of them were necessarily hard, but they were challenging. So now you might be saying, yeah, but challenging and hard are the exact same thing. I can use them interchangeably. And maybe. However, the way I see it is that one phrase limits you and another one liberates you. When you say something is hard, it's like you put a wall down. And it's almost as if, when you think about it, when you say something's going to be hard and you feel it in your body, it's like your body tenses up, right? As if it's getting ready to trek up a mountain, right? So it holds itself back, it kind of closes in, right? And there becomes this tension within your body when you say something is going to be hard. It's like you're bracing for impact. And again, you're not moving necessarily towards it. Energetically, you're moving further away from it. You're resistant, right? You're going to see a lot more resistance when you think something's hard. You might even put it off. When you know something is going to be challenging, something's going to challenge you. There's a feeling that you have, at least when I check into it, there's a feeling you have as if you know that that you just have to get through it, right? And once you get through it, you're going to be on the other side of it. When you say something's hard, it's almost like there's no end to it. It's just going to be this drudging, difficult situation without an end line. When you say that something is challenging to you, or something might challenge you, it's as if you know there's an opening that comes. You're more inclined. If you feel into your body, you kind of lean towards it more. You're not as resistant. It's almost like when you say something's going to challenge you, and you have this feeling like you know that their end is in sight, or it's going to be in sight, suddenly things don't feel as impossible, right? They feel passable, and you don't feel as much resistance. When something is challenging to you, it's challenging your thoughts, it's challenging your limits, it's challenging all that you've known up until this point. It's challenging your old identity and all that you've identified with. It challenges you to stretch and expand and see things in a new way. Also, you can release all that no longer serves you in order to get to the next level. You can't get to the next level, to the next version of you, to your next evolution without having to let go of some things from your current way of living and existing. Who you're becoming is asking new things of you, new things that you've never done before and you've probably never even thought of. It requires a new way of thinking, a new way of believing, and the challenge is to your current belief system. It's a process of stepping into the next level and into the next evolution of you. So I hope this has been helpful and has given you a reframe that you can use. If you did find it useful, please like and share. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment, tell me where you're from, and tell me what you thought was the most useful part. If you're listening to the podcast, please leave me a review and let me know how I'm doing. I love sharing my journey with you, and I love this interaction that we've got going on. Until next time, everybody, take care. Bye. Thanks so much for listening. If you'd like, share this episode with a friend. That way we can get it into the ears of people who need it the most. You can also visit my website at theartofbecoming.me. While there, you can go ahead and download my guide, Own That Shit. 3 ways to own who you are, own what you do, and own it out into the world. Thank you again so much for listening, and I'll speak to you soon.